Oh, there you are. Well, it seems there's still a bit of a problem left over from that last change in history.
It would seem that Android 16 wasn't entirely defeated.
He's not supposed to be in that timeline at all. Someone activated him and then revived him.
It must be Toa. I'm sure 16 is going to be even stronger than before. Can you handle this for us?
Thanks. You're a huge help.
We actually made it back. We're in my era. No matter what, I have to bring peace here. What is 16 doing? That isn't right.
Destroy.
He's so strong.
Strange. Trunks should be far more powerful than 16. He must have been powered up somehow. You'll have to defend Trunks in this fight.
Perfect form?
Funny you should ask. You might be interested to know that I have solved 17 and 18.
The number 17 and 18? But that's impossible!
And also, how is it that you know my name? Oh, wait. I know. You went to the past. That's the only explanation for it. How you know so much about it. Oh, did you bring your little friend along for the ride? Is he here from the past, too? I'm warning you. Interfere, and I'll Ian? What's the plan, then? Have this loser make some new Dragon Balls? That would be hilarious. Target Trunks. So it would seem that this stranger is my ally. You know, to be honest, I didn't think there were any more than the line.
But your reign of terror ends today!
Shut up, amateur.
Listen up, Android! I will completely annihilate you!
Not too shabby. Stay focused and you'll get it. It's all finally over. Everyone. I have to thank you, too.
Ah, you're back.
Good work. You did a fine job. Trunks.
I'm sorry I acted so rashly back there.
Just don't do it again. I understand how you must feel, but I can't allow you to do things like that. It's dangerous.
Yeah. And I owe you an apology, too. I'm really sorry. That, and thank you for all you did.
Yes?スーパーサイヤ人4の力見せてやるとおりゃカメハメ
Hello, I'm Gohan.
Welcome, friend. We have nice new items in stock. We have nice new items. Welcome. Welcome, friend. Welcome.
Gohan? You're still alive?
We'll fix that soon enough. Kill him. Full power.
I will never die. Even if my body breaks. Another will rise in my place. To dismantle you heartless androids. Go on!
Are you sure? It looks like history has been slightly altered.
A change like that will vanish when I put the scrolls together. But still, maybe I should leave it.
Well, you don't think a little change like that would do any harm, do you? Let's just let that one slip by.
There you are. As you can see, another temporal seam has opened up.
Hey! What's the big idea, Trunks? Let me go!
Oolong, quit flailing around.
I just wanted to mind my own business and have fun with Babe somewhere safe! Why the hell did you bring me here, Trunks?
The green guy is my maiden. She said if Oolong wants to keep Conton City's women safe, he'll deal with the temporal seams himself. Oh, and she also said if he tries to weasel out of this, I'll make sure he never sets eyes on a woman again.
So it was that purple Boba wannabe, huh? So basically I'm screwed if I make a run for it and screwed if I stay where I am. Holes in time are always opening up, so why do I gotta get involved every time? And after all that trouble we went through last time closing up the damn thing, now another one crops up. How can I be this unlucky? Come on!
Relax. We've got a powerful ally with us.
That's right! We got you! If anything happens up there, I'm counting on you to save my bacon!
Alright, let's get ready to close this temporal seam. Oolong and I are located in the industrial sector of West City, but it looks like there aren't any civilians in the area. We either got lucky no one got sucked in, or... no, we have to focus on closing this seam.
You mean we don't have to play superhero this time? Talk about sweet! So, all we gotta do is close this seam.
I hate to admit this, but I'm trying to close the seam on my end, and I've run into some trouble. I didn't mention this on our last mission, but in order to close the temporal seam, you're gonna need to power up a super time machine to pull it off.
Oh yeah! That's that huge hunk of junk, right?
Once you start it up, we can return the distorted time-space around it to normal, and close the seam without causing any changes at all to the timeline. Right, now pay close attention here. You'll need special items called power keys to activate the super time machine.
Well, those sound like a pain in the butt to find. So we gotta go hunting those things down?
Pretty much. I wish I could say I had some power keys on me, but unfortunately I don't. I'm sorry about this. But do you think you can help gather the power keys that are in the area?
What? You mean you're just now looking for them? Why didn't you find them earlier?
I had another mission, and it was a bit difficult finding them. Sorry.
Well, you're a real help. Time to get looking.
Well, would you look at that? I thought I had sent someone
Cell's here after all. If I was strange there were no civilians here, Cell must have absorbed them already. He's already collected energy. He's probably close to evolving.
Not again. Tell me you're gonna stop him.
We need those power keys. Oolong and I will collect them. Try to keep Cell occupied and prevent him from reaching this area while we look for the keys.
We gotta hurry. I don't want to be Cell's next meal. No keys here and no keys there. The keys!
Hey, I found one of the power keys. That means there are only two left.
Now I see what must be done. I think it's finally time I put all of that precious energy I gathered to good use.
I certainly hope you're not dumb enough to think you can beat me. Should I show you just how strong I am?
Yep, he's more again. This isn't looking good. If he's still got more energy to reserve, then that energy's gonna change again, right?
Probably not wrong.
Wait, seriously? That's another one of the power keys!
Okay, at least just one more. Let's keep looking.
I think it's time for a little bit of a warm-up, don't you?
He's changed again. Press the keys. Now fill in his purpose ball. Worst day ever.
I wasn't aware I was up against someone so capable in a fight. Do forgive me for not taking this seriously before now. I must say, your timing is absolutely impeccable. I'm curious. Do you have what it takes? Let's see if you have even a fraction of the power needed to fight my little baby, shall we? swollen head because you managed to defeat my offspring. Oh, I assure you that you are nowhere close to powerful enough to handle me at my best. Now this is entertaining. Cannon!
But make no mistake, we're not even close to being out of the woods yet. Let's see. Now we have to use these power keys to control the startup system. Then, we power up the super time machine. Unfortunately, the super time machine takes a little while to fully power up. I'm sorry, but we need you to keep Cell distracted.
Cell's looking pretty weak now! Keep it up and squash that robo-bug!
We were able to start up the super time machine, and we've got you to thank for keeping Cell busy. Okay, time to close the temporal scene. Let's get out of here.
You're something else! I got just the thing to give you later!
Whoa! Look at that! You're on a whole different level!
Looks like we're back safe and sound. You know, it's a good thing we got you on our side.
No kidding. Thank you so much for everything. Moving forward from here, let's keep a close eye on temporal seams that form. What? What? Oolong? Oolong's been sucked into another temporal seam!
Huh? What's that? Huh? What's that? Huh? What's that? Huh? What's that?
You've got to be kidding me!
Solar Flash!
No! Cell absorbed both 17 and 18 at the same time and attained his perfect form!
That's not what happened before?
It isn't. Before, he absorbed 17 and later 18.
But last time he absorbed them both, right?
Yes, but the order of things is different. Cell saw how much stronger my dad and I became in the hyperbolic time chamber. So, to test how strong Goku and the rest of us could get, he devised the Cell games. But if he's already achieved his perfect form, I don't think the Cell games will happen.
Well, that sounds like trouble. Why don't you pop in and pay Cell a visit? You're far stronger than you were back then, so that might get his attention.
This is getting ridiculous.
Wait, with all these changes, does that mean Krillin and Android 18 won't get married?
Huh? Is that possible?
It is! Please, you can be so dense! Anyway, it's time to get to work. Trunks will be able to lend you some support on this one.
All right. I'm familiar with this part of history, so I'll be happy to guide you.
That's true. You're the worst with romance stuff. But you do know how to punch things.
Could you lay off that for a while, please?
Yeah. Anyway, do your best out there.
I only want to know Goku's location. Will you tell me or not?
You want to know, so you can get the hill. I won't be afraid by telling you.
Then our fight will continue. Until you change your mind.
17 is more powerful than he should be. Just now, if Cell absorbs 17 in this state, you're terrifyingly strong. Try to dispel the enchantment on 17 before Cell arrives.
I don't care who tells me, you or me, but I demand to know Goku's location.
17 and 18 and then take my perfect form.
So get lost. I'm having a little fun.
Like, take and absorb your body. Run!
Cell is here. You'll have to fight and beat me. You can't absorb her.
What about you?
Good.
You have to get away from here. 17 will not listen to me. I will listen.
Eager to throw your life away. Do you really have that little regard for your own life?
What are you doing, 16? You aren't really going to fight, are you?
In the correct time, 16 and Cell had equal power, but now Cell is far stronger than him. You have to give 16 a hand here.
I never knew you were this strong.
16! I'll end your misery! Now face me!
It's your funeral, pal!
Wow, you're really something. Well done.
Welcome back. Great work out there. You stopped history from changing again. I'm impressed.
We can't say they all lived happily ever after, though.
Huh?
In the end, Cell absorbed androids 17 and 18 and attained his perfect form.
Yeah.
But that's the original flow of history. What concerns me more is that we haven't seen Toa or Mira yet this time. One thing is clear. You can be sure this won't be the end. We need to keep a close eye on the timeline.
Don't worry. Leave that to me. You should go and rest for a while. Thanks for everything.
Greetings.
Sir. Be swift. Follow me. They're after the dragon. And we hope we fight them off.
Please save our planet from evil! I beg of you!
I'll twist that face of yours into a pretzel. Grand Elder Guru is the rightful ruler of Nether. I won't let them take it.
Can't do anything to help. Good effort! Keep trying and don't give up!
What's up?
Welcome, friend.